welcome to Coffee and Drones. And off to my right, I have...
Jonathan Tidwell, Tidwell FPV.
And my name is Jeff Duke, and that's FPV Seizure. And off to my left...
Yeah, Mike, FPV Wolf.
All right, welcome to the show. It's good to have you back with us. Hope you invite all your friends to come see us and whatnot. And...
leave a comment, like, subscribe, share, all the things. Push the buttons, see what they do.
Right.
I don't care if you push thumbs down, at least you're pushing something.
Yeah, just, tell us, hey, these guys are, too weird or doing a bad job or doing a great job.
You're gonna get me fired, y'all. Come on now, be nice. So, hey, don't you have some exciting news though for us, Jeff?
I do. I've got this nice little company that contacted me through the Instagram, and
the Instagram,
the Facebook or the Instagram.
It's
Facebook bought Instagram.
I think I'm old enough that I can say this, and it's not dumb, right?
Yeah, you're right. The Instagram.
I can write whatever I want, right? The company contacted me, and they were, said, hey, we like coffee and we like drones, and we think that there's a little bit of overlap there, and we want to get to know you a little bit better. So over the last couple of days, I've spent a few hours on the phone and over Instagram message, and just trying to learn a lot about what they're doing, and educating them on where we're at and what we're about. And I think there's a really positive alignment there. So what we're going to do is they're actually going to sponsor us. It's a coffee company, and that's a 11 Bravo coffee company.
Nice.
11 Bravo.
Yeah, and
so that sounds like these guys are probably veterans, huh?
They are. Let me pull up their website because I'm really bad at memory.
Here we go.
Yep.
Combat veteran owned mobile coffee.
Yeah, let me pull up the window capture so you can see this bad boy.
Here we go.
Here's their website. And if you go to 11 Bravo Coffee Company, you can check out all about them. It's a really cool group. They've got a shop over, basically they're a mobile coffee company. They've got a, I guess it's a trailer filled with all of the awesome accessories that you need to make amazing coffee. And you can visit them out there in Hesperia. Am I saying that right?
California, baby.
Yeah, over in California.
Mohave Street.
That's right. And it's two brothers. But so yeah, this is the guy that owns it and his wife and their new. I guess he's about 2 years old.
And the dog.
And they got their rescue pup. And
cool.
Yeah, so it's Vic and his wife Erin, and they were very supportive. I'm really thanks so much for calling and reaching out to me. That's a big deal to me.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
this is gonna be awesome.
We're pretty thrilled. This is early days for us, and I feel like we can only go up from here, and it's going to be awesome stuff because this is stuff that nobody's really doing. So it's not easy to forge new territory, but we're going to do it. Yeah, so you can see, they've got a strong military background. We're going to have them on, and I'm not going to tell their whole story. You can go to their website and find out more about what they do and where they come from. If you go to 11 Bravo Coffee Company up here, what we're going to do is we're going to have a coupon code that they're going to give us, so that way you can get a nice little discount on coffee and stickers and whatnot, any sort of apparel. That way, when you make your order, you can get some fine coffee, and you can.
And it'll let them know that we directed you to them.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So you can see over here, they've got several different roasts. They have their own roaster that does this for him. He's actually also a veteran.
Cool.
And
B52 blend.
Yeah, I think I got the B52 blend. I got the
medium dark. I tend to like the dark.
Yeah, I got medium, and I got the medium dark, and then I got the the 11 Bravo blend because that looked like a pretty good all-around dark roast. So I got that. I've got a really nice espresso machine that's coming.
Cool. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, yeah. It's fully manual. There's no electricity involved.
Cool. We gotta like crank it and pump it and stuff.
Yeah. So we'll be doing like a full demo. We'll have to choose some nice days so we can be hyped up on caffeine and go fly.
I can do that.
Yeah.
That's always a good thing.
And
twitchy. We'll just add expo before we fly.
Exactly, because we'll be a little bit shaky.
Twitching like hell.
But definitely want to have Vic on and make sure that he tells his story about what he's about.
Awesome.
And
I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll learn a lot about coffee. I guarantee it. I absorbed so much just from the few minutes that I was able to spend talking to him. You know, we both had a common interest in coffee. I think he just has a lot. He's much further down the road than I am on it. So I'm pretty thrilled about having him on board. And again, thanks so much to 11 Bravo Coffee Company for hanging out with us and believing in us. And we're going to have some awesome giveaways through them, by the way. So once we reach certain platforms, we'll announce that pretty soon. But once we reach certain subscription numbers, they're going to start giving out some sweet prizes for our audience.
They're looking out for y'all.
Yep. So
tell your friends, subscribe up so you can get some giveaway action going.
Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And I think the first one's at 500, and then on up there from there. So nice. We'll make sure that we kick in some extra stuff too, because we definitely want to support our viewers. And yeah, totally thrilled about everything that's happening. Things are kind of moving along.
I wanted to take a minute to thank our buddy Flat Top FPV for this awesome Thingy V1. Basically, he gave me everything that you see in my hand except for the FPV antenna, the battery straps, and the GoPro mount and GoPro, and the props. Everything else is from Flat Top. And this thing flies awesome. It's got a Betaflight F3 on it.
Really?
So it could fly better, but it flies freaking epic.
Yeah.
Thanks.
F3 still does fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks, Flat Top.
It should be, one of them is going, one of them isn't. This one looks like it's charged.
It looks a little poofy too.
Yeah. Yeah, don't set fire to my studio.
Dang.
Watch it closely.
Okay.
So what's on there?
Oh yeah, and
what kind of motors you got on there?
Oh, it's got the Pyro Flip, Hyperlight,
Copy and drones.
2307, 2522s. It's got the Speedix D-Shot 1200 30 amp. They're for 4-cell. They're not the 6-cell ones. It's got a 5-volt Unify. Got a left-hand antenna. It's got a micro crossfire receiver. Rotor Riot run cam, Betaflight F3 board, and HQ 5x4.8, Pulse 1350, Hero 7 Black. What? I think that's all the things.
Cool.
I've smashed this one arm.
Yeah, you already broke something? You squished it?
It got a little...
it's a little angry.
A little pissed.
Is that a missing screw?
Yeah, that's missing a screw too, but whatever. 3 will hold.
Yeah.
Just 2 is not a good idea for me because I never check the screws.
Yeah.
So I always do 4. But yeah.
Sweet. It looks really great.
Yeah.
It got that little chappy skin on it, like that from that movie with that robot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I remember that movie.
That was fun. So
thanks, Flat Top. I appreciate it. We were glad you stayed at the Airbnb with us.
Yeah, that leads us into, I guess, kind of the main subject of this show.
Oh yeah, y'all are like, what are you talking about?
Airbnb? Yeah, Airbnb and all that jazz. What's going on? So we had the opportunity. The guys here, they both volunteered for Rampage. I just went as a normal stooge pilot going out there to fly. And I set up an Airbnb so that way we wouldn't die because we saw the campers and it was kind of like Mad Max about day 2, for sure. And hats off to all of those guys out there because that was some epic
Dude, they were partying their asses off
Oh, yeah.
every night, dude. Everybody was hungover as a motherfucker in the morning.
It was crazy.
It had to be rough. I was like, man, I don't miss hangovers at all.
I'm too old for that, man. So I just, I was like, you know what? It's going to be probably still hot in October, and it's South Carolina. I know it's going to be muggy and hot. So let me see what I can find for Airbnb. And I hit the refresh page a few times on Airbnb's website searching for stuff, and I couldn't find anything. And eventually I found it.
Dude, he found the gold rush.
Yeah, we got this.
FPV Airbnb spots.
Yep.
It was freaking epic.
I doubt that the owner of the Airbnb will watch this. I definitely gave him a link to the show and told him how to find us. But hey, John, if you're out there, thanks so much for having an awesome place and letting us hang out there.
Dude,
it was much appreciated.
Very comfortable. The air conditioning worked great.
Yep.
Like the bathroom worked great. The shower worked great.
Yeah.
Like,
we stayed clean and stayed nice and rested.
Had a bed to sleep in.
The heat.
Yeah, I mean, and the yard was super fun to fly our drones in. Yeah,
there's a lot of Spanish moss and trees and all sorts of stuff. If you want to check out the results of that, you can check out the Coffee and Drones Instagram page, and you'll see Tidwell holding up one of his drones that's, you can't really see it. It's actually just Spanish moss.
Yeah, there's a drone in there, though. Like, all you can see is, like, a little bit of prop, but there is a drone in there.
But, yeah, we had the opportunity to go down there, or up there, rather, to South Carolina and visit the far-off land of Barnwell, South Carolina. And let me tell you, there is zero cell reception unless you have a particular set of cell towers, I guess.
Dude, it's awesome. The country is awesome. When we got out there, it was like 3 in the morning. Me and Mike got out there Thursday night. We headed over there, but I guess it was Friday morning when we got there at like 3 a.m. And we looked up at the sky, and it was like you could see like 1 billion stars.
Yeah.
Compared to here, that was like, it was epic.
But it wasn't worth trying to fly and lose a drone.
No, I didn't do any of that. But the stars were epic.
And it wasn't really no cool night spots. We did catch a little night spot though.
Yeah, that was that must have been Saturday night, huh?
I think so.
The Sunday night we drove back and picked up a hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker?
Yeah, a little bat.
Oh. Did you murder a bat? I heard a story about this.
Dude, I mean, we're going 80 down 20, headed back to Atlanta, and we hear like a thump.
I actually saw it.
I was like, dude, I don't know what that was, but we hit something. And Mike was like, yeah, it was a bird or something. It was big. It wasn't like a bug. It was big, but it wasn't that big.
Yeah. It was like the size of like a lemon.
Yeah. So maybe. The next day, like, I was talking to Mike, like, hey, where are we going to rip at? You know what I mean? And I was on the phone walking in the freaking Quick Trip to get something to drink. And I looked back at my truck and I was like, dang, there's a bat on the freaking grill, Mike. It was pretty epic. I'm going to let him stay there until at least Halloween, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe it'll just be a skeleton.
A little skeleton for Halloween. Like,
it'll look like a Meatloaf album cover.
It's awesome, dude.
Sweet.
I got a picture. Should I show him a picture?
Yeah, pull up the picture. Hey, Peter.
I got one right here.
We didn't kill the bat on
purpose. He committed suicide.
Yeah, he flew right into that truck. We didn't try to hit him with the truck, okay?
He was doing acrobatics on the highway. Just so y'all know.
It was a full acrobat.
Don't play on the highway.
Yeah. I recommend against it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pulling it up on his cell phone.
I got a picture of him.
Yeah, Mike got a badass picture with his iPhone. Can you guys see that?
Oh, dang.
Oh, that's when he was fresh.
That's full bat.
Yeah, he's dead, bro.
I mean,
that's when he was fresh.
I think that needs to be
that's what you call a kamikaze bat, right?
Can we get an artist to make you a logo with that bat?
Yeah, like can make T-shirts. That sounds great.
Oh yeah,
that would be cool.
And it kind of looks like a T.
I mean, at least the bat would be good for his death would have given something. It would have meant something. Yeah,
he's an inspirational dead flying rat. They do eat mosquitoes though, so
I mean they're very beneficial.
I felt bad, but like I'll tell you guys, just like I told.
There's a ton of bats out there.
Don't play on the highway. If you play on the highway and you film it and you put it on the internet,
don't do
I'm
that.
gonna unfollow you.
Yeah.
Don't play on the highway.
Don't do it.
If you're wondering why I unfollowed you, Maybe it's because you were playing on the highway.
All right. Yeah. If we want to have less regulation in the future, I mean, we know there's a lot of discussion right now about, the future of legislation and regulation or whatnot. I'm here to tell you that the way that we don't get more regulation is by just, don't be stupid.
Don't play on the highway.
Don't play on the highway. Don't do things that are obviously sketchy and then post it,
on the internet for everyone to see forever.
Because we don't need that drama. We're not about talking about drama, but hey, we're going to nip that drama in the bud. There we go.
Don't play on the highway, y'all.
Okay. And we're actually, by the way, we are coffee and drones today. So, hey, boil for safety. There you go. Boom.
There's the drone. There's the coffee. All my coffee is gone.
Is Mike's coffee is already gone?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Tidwell's is all gone too, but I haven't been yawning. Have y'all noticed me yawn?
No, I'm hoping that I can get to sleep tonight. I got my first day at my new job tomorrow.
Oh shit, you might just stay up all night.
Yeah. Hey, that's a good idea. So Mike, what was your experience like over at Rampage? Did you have anything interesting happen?
Well, at the actual site, I was working, so I didn't really fly that much. But the Airbnb was like the spot that was like plug in battery after battery, crash, go get your stuff, and just fly from there. If, everything was cool. You didn't bend the prop or anything. But that was like my most fun was off site. Like that was some free fun.
Well, I like being able to put names with faces and,
Totally.
Yeah.
give all
And,
the
like,
strange
talk to
people that I
people.
know but I don't know a fist bump and be like, "What's up?
Right.
It's me, Tidwell. I'm from Atlanta. When you're in Atlanta, hit me up. We'll rip."
Yeah, I only got one battery on site, and I didn't actually fly that much elsewhere.
But dude, that was a pretty epic flight.
It was a pretty epic flight. Yeah,
You have that? You
I
want
do. I have it
Pull
on
up.
Instagram. I'm gonna pull it up, see if I can do this. Hold on, let me see how this works on the Instagrams. All right. Yeah, that looks like that'll work. All right. Let me turn on the window capture again. There we go. All right. It's not quite full scale, but here we go. Oops. I guess I gotta go. I'm kind of a big dummy sometimes.
Nah, don't worry about
All right. Here we go. So this is with Bad B.
The 6-inch evil.
This is me almost biting it like 3 times.
So
So you see the wires coming up. You almost hit the wires. And I went too fast and I clipped the banner,
yeah, the banner.
going probably like Mach 6.
Dang, the big rip shot.
But it was still fun. Like I didn't really mind that I only got one battery in. I had the opportunity to fly a couple more times. But there was either bad video or just wasn't the right situation. So
Better safe than sorry, man.
better safe than sorry, right? So I just I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up my drone because my video kind of stinks right now, and there's a new dude next to me, and I'm pretty sure I'm just getting him. So no fault to the organizers at all. Stuff like that's going to happen for sure when you have a lot of people getting together for the first time that may not fly together with other people all the time. Like
there's a lot of people that were there that was the first time they ever flew with like more than one other person.
Totally.
If it wasn't just them flying,
Yep.
And
So
there's some communication and practice involved in being able to fly with other people and not have issues.
It'll get better, for sure. And I saw a lot of eyes open to that effect.
I tell you what, people need to learn, and I hate to be the guy to tell them because I'm cheap. But you gotta buy a decent VTX, man. The cheap ones will work for you, but everybody that's trying to fly with you,
they're hurting.
Is hating you, bro. Like if you want FPV buddies, get a good VTX.
I'm pretty sure
because they'll like you better when you're not shooting their ass down when you come into land.
I'm pretty sure
halfway across the field.
Like there was at least a few times when I saw somebody plug in. I'm pretty sure I could hear somebody like on the other side, like a mile away, yelling because suddenly their video cut out. Because who knows what they were transmitting at, but it was something that it was probably transmitting on 5 channels at like 2 watts. Who knows? I don't know. Like
there's no telling.
So just because it's a cheap thing, and they probably got it on Banggood because they were like, well, why would I spend $40 or $30 when I could spend, you know, $15 or whatever? Yeah, and
It's on all the channels.
That's why, because it's on all the
It's
channels.
easy to find your channel because it's on all of them.
Right. It's like, well, I don't ever have to change channels because I'm on all
It
channels.
doesn't matter what channel I change to. It's on the right channel.
And when you are the only person that you fly with, that's
And it
fine.
doesn't matter.
No big deal. Who
Nobody
cares? But as soon as you get some friends, you know, suddenly they're like, hey, dude, I can't see my video when you fly. And even if you do fly with somebody, sometimes you take turns. You know, if you're
Yeah.
spotting for each other, obviously you might not fly together concurrently. So there you go. All right. So do we want to do, as part of our Rampage retrospective, Tidwell sent me a video.
Yeah, I volunteered.
Yeah, he volunteered. He got me a video.
So I helped set up Friday.
Tell me a story about this video. This has a couple of different clips.
This video is from 2 flights.
Okay.
The first and last half, or the Mayhem area. I'm pretty sure that was Friday night when
we first got in.
Yeah.
And there was only like maybe less than 100 people in at that point, right?
Right, and we had worked.
Man, you worked hard too.
Yeah, during the day building stuff out back, and
Oh, and before I forget, big thanks to the organizers of the event, Rotor Riot, obviously, and
Boss Hat,
Boss Hat
Sean
and his wife.
O'Sullivan.
Yeah, dude.
Thank you.
Big thanks.
I had fun.
You guys were awesome.
I probably wasn't
Can't
a
thank
very
you so
good
much.
helper, but I
Can
still
never
had
thank
fun.
you enough for putting up with all of the craziness I'm sure that was going on behind the scenes, all the headaches, all the drama I'm sure that was there. Hey, it was worth it, at least from our perspective, and we're really hoping that we get another chance to participate in the future.
I wanted
because-
to say thanks to all the other volunteers.
Oh,
too.
totally. Yeah, because
Especially the ones that were out building the
track,
stuff on the
the
on the
freestyle.
range.
Yep.
Yeah, I came out there and like, I don't know, man. Hopefully I didn't hurt nobody's feelings or piss anybody off. But we got it built though, didn't
Yeah, yeah. If people don't know, Tidwell is a foreman on, you know, what do you do? Mainly like home remodels and that sort of stuff.
we? Yeah, mostly remodeling and
So, you know, that's kind of his gig. And so, you know, he usually kind of like manages the, you know, people doing stuff and does the stuff while, you know, doing all that. So
I'm pretty hands-on.
he's pretty hands-on. And so when he sees stuff not getting done, he'll like kind of just take charge. So I have firsthand equity on that because when I was selling my last house, he came in and he was like, okay, what are we doing? Okay, let's do this. And I was like, oh, great. I'm so glad that you're here, actually.
Yeah.
It was super helpful.
He knows his stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah. So it's good to have a friend like Tidwell in your life because stuff gets done.
I got a truck.
It helps.
That's right.
So, all right. So let's watch this video, by the way.
Okay, so yeah, this is Friday night at Mayhem, and then the part that's at the range was what, Sunday at the volunteer free fly. Me and Mike went down to the range, and there was nobody there.
Okay, here we go.
So we ripped,
Yeah, we
and we
ripped it.
mini biked away.
And this is totally raw. I have
That
not.
was so sweet.
This is totally raw. I'll have like the formatted up version that has the bumpers on it and everything later on. But we wanted to get this up as soon as possible, so we're not going to deal with doing the live editing like we did last time. Kind of make things a little bit more streamlined. And here we go.
Here we go. Yeah, this is Friday night at Mayhem. Maybe not. Maybe this is Sunday night. Anyway, this is not the first time I've flown here.
Yeah, this was I think the second day. You had a couple of really close calls I saw on here.
Yeah, I almost hit those stupid wires
Oh yeah.
a couple of times. I saw Kevin's video. He did hit a wire.
Oh yeah, he did. He hit it.
Full clip.
The one.
Yeah, I saw you did. Were you actually thinking about flying into those tubes?
Yeah, I was. But there's dead animals in there, and
You don't want to climb
I
over
don't
the
want disease-ridden.
crap all over your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get bird flu.
Swine flu, whatever.
Something.
Bird swine flu.
Underneath there. I like that move right there. It was simple. It's a simple
Yeah,
move,
that's a good
but
move.
it's cool again.
I need to.
Like a
do-
skateboarding move over the hip or something.
Yep. Well, yeah, that was
large.
it. That's where you almost bit it.
I knew they were there though.
You did it on purpose.
I mean, so I did this with music too, and I used that Mizio song,
Uh-huh.
and it's Middle Fingers is the song. Pretty good song.
I-
Check this out.
Yeah,
Check
that
this
was
out.
awesome.
Watch. What?
I don't even know what you did
I
there.
don't know what that was either, but it was
Like
awesome.
Maddie style.
It was like a Maddie,
Front
like,
flip over the A-frame, bitches.
and then you
Y'all-
did it again.
I don't know what y'all call that shit.
Sort
but
of.
I call it awesome. You know, in 8-ball, slop doesn't count,
Boom.
That was pretty tight.
but in 9-ball, slop counts.
Did anybody try make
I don't know what you was doing there.
did anybody make it down the Tower of Terror?
No,
No,
not that I know of. I don't know. I went almost all the way through, but I was not recording.
Oh
And I
dang.
hit one of the things and quit.
You were like,
I
I'm
was
done.
like, dude, I'm not even recording. I'm not going to kill my stuff.
Yeah. It looked like it was a full commitment kind of thing because you had to get up a little bit of gumption to go down there. Because if you just kind of pop over it slow, you're not gonna you're gonna float. You got to make sure you're lined up good from an altitude. Kind of.
Yeah, it was sketchy.
It's kind of a
needed to
Duga dive.
It was like 3x3, and it needed to be like 5x5.
Yeah. I saw some really good stuff on the Armaton challenge from Coppertop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he posted up a video of his Armaton challenge, and I was pretty impressed.
What was the whole Armaton challenge in here?
It was doing those gaps over off to the left.
Up there?
Yeah, up there. Actually, off to the right.
Like,
Up
were there
near,
specific ones?
yeah,
You had
yeah.
to-
There was like 3 different ones, I think.
And then like as many times as you could do
Exactly.
it in a certain amount of time.
And I think in 2 minutes. You had 2 minutes, and I think he did it. He did 4 of the gaps without dying, and then eventually he ate one of the pipes and crashed out, but he made it. So
And
awesome, good work, guys. So I've met these really awesome guys over at
Rampage.
and this is a Skull 6-inch. It's a Flynoceros frame, and they sent pretty much looked like their whole crew out.
They were all there to have fun.
Man, they were really cool guys. Big thanks to them.
It was nice meeting you guys.
Yeah.
We know me and Mike know Qualls Almighty Mike Qualls.
Yeah, Mike Qualls is great. We got to see him when we were doing the test because we actually came out for the test when they were checking out, make sure it was a viable location for Rampage.
The flying was a lot more epic then, I think.
Yeah, it was a little bit more epic.
That's where we uploaded videos, so that's why we're not as hyped to do Rampage videos because
we already flew it, and so it wasn't like a big deal. I flew and I like crashed.
It was fun, that's for sure. I had a great time.
Yeah, for me, 90% of it was I wanted to get out there and relax, have a good time, meet as many people as I could. Obviously, pass out some stickers. If you saw me in my stupid hat and you didn't see me passing you a sticker, I am sorry. Go ahead in the comments, put down, hey, Jeff, send me a sticker because you're a big dummy, and I'll make sure it happens. So,
Big dummy.
yep, it's clear.
That's
So-
not a dummy, y'all.
He is very smart.
Who makes that frame you got there, though?
So, but yeah, this is the Flynoceros frame, and
That's
it's
what
pretty
Mike
great.
Qualls fought.
This is what he does. He does the 5-inch version.
I think so. I think he has a 6 too.
Yeah. So you see it back here. It's got these little screw holes in the back, and so this whole thing just kind of opens up like this, so that way you can get to all the electronics and
All
stuff.
the brains, man. That's a flip top skull.
Flip top skull, and the front kind of pops out, so that way you can get to the GoPro.
in and out of there. The
The
session.
battery slides in there nice in
On
this
the
little
top.
slot right here.
Pretty nice.
And so I'm excited to get this one built.
I'm excited to see you crash it and see how it holds up.
Hey,
I know that's going to happen.
it's going to happen. But the good thing is, got a warranty on this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, lifetime warranty.
Damn.
So even if I do break it, I think I have to pay shipping, but that's not so bad.
That's cheap.
Yep.
Shipping's usually cheap.
So no big
Unless
deal.
Like it's $100 for one arm.
Then I'll be a little upset. I might have
It'd be
some
cheaper
comments.
just to drive over there and be like, yo, let me get an arm.
All right, I'll just go. I'll have to go to I guess they're in Texas.
I don't know where the hell.
I'm not sure where they are.
Hey,
but,
where y'all at? Leave a comment.
yeah, please. We need to
Where's
talk.
Flynosaurus headquarters at?
And I talked to Biff, who I think is one of their marketing guys, and he's really pretty awesome guy.
We should
And
have him on the show.
I think we're gonna have him on the show. And he can talk about the frame, why it's special. I know a little bit about why it's special. You see these little TPU gizmos here? Basically, there's a little standoff that sits inside here. And the whole top part right here that has the camera and the GoPro and all that in the battery, that's all isolated from the electronics package down the bottom. So that way, the motors...
Dirty and soft.
Yeah, it's dirty down here, soft, nice and sweet up at the top. So that way, maybe it'll help with the jello. I'll definitely give a full report on that. I heard good reports. I don't know. So
What motors are you going to put on it?
I think I'm going to put some Primos on it.
You
Yeah.
gonna get some more 2208s or you going to get some 2207s?
I think 2208s, but I'm going to do 2100s.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm going to shift it down. I don't want it to be quite as aggressive as Bad B because I've already got that.
Don't listen to him. He's going to be very aggressive. I already know it's going to be 2208, some
Yeah, he'll get
40
2150 and then he'll start buying 6 out.
Maybe I'll put 2407s on it. I don't know.
When you see the smile on this man's face when he flies out of the quad, you know that.
It sounds like the devil is coming to get you.
I definitely
I like it.
when I brought up
I completely, totally recommended that whole quad
yes,
basically to Jeff, and it's straight up evil.
it is, and it's not practical. I don't recommend it if you want to have smooth flight, or
God.
I don't want you to don't do it if you have smooth flight or if you want to have good video, because it's going to take a lot more tuning to get there, unfortunately. But it can definitely be done, just not in the way I fly it. Because I'm there, it's pretty much just a rat rod, hot rod is the way I fly it. I want it to go as fast as I can, and just for the fun.
It's straight up evil, y'all, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I want it to be loud, obnoxious, and silly.
It checks all the boxes.
Checks all the boxes. And
if you want to, you could just make batteries explode.
you can, yeah.
Jeff doesn't do that, but you could just, if your buddy's like, man, I hate this battery, I'm going to kill it. You could be like, here, let's put it
Yeah,
on.
didn't I have you put one of my 4 cells on it?
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I've broken so many things flying drones.
I said, hey, here's an old 4 cell. I know it's on its last couple of charges. Let's go ahead and see what happens if you just get on it.
Hammer on it.
And this was before I was flying at all very good. So I didn't feel comfortable with it. And so I let him do it. And it came down, and it was a toasted battery. It was gone. So it didn't take much. It's not like he got on it super hard either.
That was an old used battery you got there.
No, yeah. That was an old, I think that was a donation battery.
Lumineer or something, right?
Yeah.
I remember now.
Because you know how it is when you first get started, you get a lot of donated parts, old stuff that people aren't going to use because, well, it's old, worn out. But if you're just getting started, hey, that's a good thing. So if you're out there and you've got a bunch of old used parts and you see somebody starting up in the hobby, pass it forward.
Yep.
It's a good way to get started, because obviously somebody getting just started, they're not going to be pushing as hard as you will as a seasoned pilot if you've got a year or two under your belt. And we all have different experiences when we're getting started, so that's definitely a good way to get going.